That's it. Take out the train on this one. Take out the train first. It makes it so much easier. I'm going to go into all this and a couple of other little things I don't think that you will have realised. So, let's see. Anyway, don't throw a grenade at it. It will just fail the mission. So one option here is to get into the gunning cockpit. And I think this is the best option. And we'll explore some of the other alternatives that you can do. But here, your firing position is much more stable. You don't have to control the plane. You're just controlling where you're firing. And you can fire behind you. You don't have to turn your plane around to fire at some of the things like missiles that are taking you out. You can just hold your position, steady fire, and shoot at the Titan. And bizarrely, even though it's the right engine that always blows out, it doesn't seem to matter where you fire. There is one major factor though, and see there, beautiful, I can shoot behind me, I can shoot the missiles that come along. There is one key factor: the closer you get, understandably, the more damage you do. And that's really true when, here we go, what do we got there? We've got the missile coming towards me, perfect. So obviously you've got your damage and the Titan's damage. You need to get it below that bar on the kind of first third to get rid of it. So, as I say, the other alternative on this, and I will show that in a bit, is doing this a different way with your own plane, or indeed something else, a heli. Anyway, what we want to be getting to here is getting that bar all the way down. See that engine's already starting to smoke, and this took me a long time to start with and was quite painful, so I was very pleased when it disappeared. Okay. Option 2 is getting the second one behind. You're in full control of that. The advantage of this is it means you can get really close to the Titan and you'll do more damage. The disadvantage of this, as I say, is very hard when you've got the missiles coming at you, helis coming at you from different angles, and Oscar in the other plane, he doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. It's completely useless. I don't know why he's there. If you leave it, he does no damage at all. It's all you. In fact, after a while of doing it, I started firing at him, but it didn't seem to do anything. There we go. So, like I said, the advantage is you can get in nice and close. Disadvantage is it is pretty painful and you're pretty vulnerable. There you go. Get out of the way, Oscar. You're not helping at all. There we go. Nearly lost it. Nearly lost it. So, it's a question of what you prefer. I don't know what that was that just blew up on that. Maybe it was a bit of that missile. But yeah, you're basically spending a lot of your time trying to avoid the stuff behind and not getting hit by them. But anyways, if you can get really close, this sort of angle, not this close, then you're in business. And unfortunately, part of the problem with that, bang, got knocked out of course, off course. And, well, look how you respawn, which is really interesting. So you respawn in a buzzard. How did it not get affected by that direct hit? You respawn in a buzzard. Oh, it's Oscar's. Yeah, isn't it? And not only can you get super close in this, it is more maneuverable. Much more maneuverable. So I think if you could start with this, I wish I could get my trusty Sparrow. But of course you can't. So it's something to think about. So once you've lost a life flying that plane, then you can go straight into it. Alright. So now we're on to the next bit. Approaching the fallen Titan. Which is some kind of strange mechanics involved with this. Obviously if you have a vehicle with auto-targeting, it makes it much easier. You can clear the local area to get to the space to repair the engine. If not, you're going to have to do it on foot and work your way through. If in the earlier mission Iron Mule you took the Insurgent, you can get inside it and use that, but you're a bit of a sitting duck in there. I found when I've tried it, I just get taken out, so I'm not sure it's that great an idea. And whilst you can get inside the Titan, nothing will happen. You can't take it to fly off to Zancudo or something and do it. So you just have to clear who's around you, and they will respawn back in. And then we're playing like, isn't it Guitar Hero? Where you have to press the buttons in sequence, or the sort of dancing game. Yeah, so it's a question of balancing the amount of punishment you're taking with progress on repairing the engine. It's such a weird thing to be doing. I don't really get it. But I guess it's just a different mechanic. There we go, just about survived. Right, they need to clear the way of enemies near you. So I left it too late in that one. Anyway, thankfully you get 2 lives. Another heli comes in. There we go. This time I'm not in my Vigilante. It is nearby, but I respawned away. So I have to do it the traditional way, on foot, to clear some space. This time we've got to load up the ammunition, which is, I've not really seen this style. I guess it's almost like taking gold out of on a heist or something. So you've got to stand there, and it's just a case of balancing, again, the punishment you're taking versus the progress you're making. You're probably going to have to exit this, take out some of the guys near you, and no matter how many you take out, others will always spawn back in, so you just got to clear what's next to you if anyone gets too close. And look at this, if you decide to get back in your vehicle, anything that's in this space is jammed. It won't drive. So I thought, well, I'd get back in my Vigilante, clear some space. But no, nothing. It's very, very weird. Don't understand that. It's one of those weird things Rockstar does to lock it down. Anyway, here we go. So we've nearly loaded up our ammunition, which is really painful thing to do, I have to admit. And then we're done. We can get in and fly away to what I found extremely painful the first time I did it. I know they're trying to make the gameplay a bit more challenging, but the idea that this thing can only fire out of the left-hand side, I mean, it's ridiculous. So just to show you here, you can get inside the Insurgent and take out some of these guys, but because they are all around you, and yeah, it's probably a reflection of my shooting, which wasn't very good there. Even though for this guy, we take him out, got the heli. There we go, take out the heli. Fortunately, I left it too long and was a bit of a sitting duck. So, and you can't drive like the Vigilante. If you get inside those barriers, it just jams, it stops. It's very, very weird. Very weird. Anyway, back to my least favourite part of this. So, what you have to do is keep the targets on the left-hand side. So painful. Get a good height, but not too high, because the closer you are, the more effective it is. And then with those annoying controls, get it into view, aim, line it up, aim, line it up. Oh dear. If you miss it, it's so painful. And you get 5 shots and then have to wait for it to reload. So those two are relatively easy. And then we've got the Submarine, which involves you're probably going to have to do several flybys on this. And obviously you're still getting hit by stuff. Thankfully this Titan's quite resilient. That's like 3 missiles that got hit by there. One really important thing with this is that you have to be reasonably close to do the damage. And this thing needs 6 clean shots. Okay, so that probably involves several flybys. You do have some chaff to get rid of incoming missile or shots coming towards you. So if you fire from this distance, too far away, it won't do damage, even if you've got an accurate shot. So there, I thought that was reasonably accurate, but no, not doing anything at all. That one was surely bang on, but look, nothing, no damage whatsoever. Which first time I did this, I thought, well, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? Here we go. So we're nice height, nice and close. 3, just. No, we're reloading. Oh dear. Yeah, I was getting really fed up by this stage. This thing's so slow to maneuver. So I was not happy. But anyway, once I figured out you're supposed to be nice and close to it for that targeting, you can't just do it from a height, and that actually this Titan is pretty much withstands most things. I've only lost 1/3 of the health. There we go. So again, we're reasonably close now. It doesn't need to be in that exact red spot, which originally I thought that's what I was doing wrong. There we go, 6 shots. So I thought, right, brilliant. But no, now we've got a moving train. Oh! Yeah, definitely getting very frustrated. The second time I did this, my aim and overall skills were much better. So I respect the fact that it's slightly more challenging gameplay. Others would say it's super easy, but it's just so irritating. There's no auto tog. There's no bombing from this thing. You could do that earlier in the setup, and you've got to line it all up perfectly. So like I said, go for the train, and it will stop. There we go, and then you can take out the others at your leisure, because if you leave it for too long, it keeps going and it goes underground in tunnels and you're just flying around, losing the will to live. There we go. Now then, because I crashed this and then I did the mission restart, I found out something remarkable I was not expecting. You don't have to be in the Titan. What? So you can take the car, so here I'm in the Vigilante, and even you could jump onto the train, drive alongside it and then hop on the train as it passes you by. But look at this. Okay. I can just take them out here in the tunnel. How cool is this? And there we go. Pretty much all done. So it's definitely a novel way to do it. And once the train's been blown up, it stops. And there's only one thing left. There we go. That little ammunition shipment or something. And of course, in trademark style, for those who watch the channel regularly, of course, what? No, yeah. What a fail. But at least this time I had a life left because I was doing the restart.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
So now, we need to go back, collect our Titan, and then it is finished. Now, the second time you do it, you can do it all in hard mode, and you'll get about another 250k. So you'll get around 500k, but plus 40k with the bonuses for collecting all of the iron mules, for instance. So here we go. See the bonuses there, iron mules, and the setups, fantastic. There's our bonus. Not sure the bonuses are really worth it, but yeah, second time around, 750k hard mode. Top tip. Take care.